Welcome back to Power Lunch. Bob Skinstad is a retired pro rugby player turned broadcaster and the Chief Marketing Officer of SEARTEC. He's with us in studio with his boss, SEARTEC's Chief Executive Mark McChlery. They are a company, they're telling me off air, Mark, that's part of the Marcel Golding, Johnny Copeland empire.
By way of ownership through Sodell, yes, absolutely.
And it was once listed, it was separately listed, SEARTEC.
Yeah, that's correct.
Are you a similar company? Those days you had the Sharp franchise in South Africa?
Yes, SEARTEC primarily is the Sharp brand. We obviously making some big changes in terms of diversifying our product offering at the moment, but back then when it was listed it included the likes of the toy distribution through Prima and all of that. That's right. Separated and now still operates within Sodell, but within that branded product segment.
Now, it must be interesting because I've known Bob for a long time and I know he's some kind of a genius at marketing. Everybody would suggest, though, that you've employed him for his good looks and his rugby prowess. What's the real story there?
Genius loves company.
Oh, see, so two of a kind.
No, the good looks thing is two of a kind, I suppose.
Well, yeah, I'm sure that those are the eye candy we were told about. You still get that, Bob? You still get you're getting on now. You're married, 4 kids.
Married, 4 kids, over the hill, but the view's fantastic.
And SEARTEC, why did you decide to come with this business?
I think it's been a road. You know, Mark and I actually got into business in together in a similar type of business. You know, office automation, business solutions, those kind of things. It's been branded and it's like used car salesman stuck in the corner. And it's moved on over the last 5 or 6 years. The people who haven't stuck to their knitting and understood their business have fallen away. You know, flashy cars and smart suits can only make so many sales until a customer is disappointed with you. So we got into a situation where we worked together at a similar business. And we actually competed with SEARTEC. And SEARTEC obviously competing with a Sharp brand. For me and, you know, in particular, Mark, we're always there and thereabouts. Product was fantastic, but what they were doing with the product, you know, their rental options were terrible, service was iffy, the sales force wasn't necessarily out there and driven like they could be. So we pitched against them and won business, and they came looking for us. So it was a marriage that happened because the group have got appetite to grow the branded product segment, to look in the technology sector for new businesses. Mark and I both sit on various panels where we're either consulting to or part of entrepreneurial groups, you know, with startup sort of background, etc. So we've got a nice eye into what little businesses are interested in. In fact, Mark pressed go on a purchase within SEARTEC very quickly. So we've got a little e-commerce player going at the same time, which diversifies us a bit. You know, it's no secret that we want to take the Sharp brand back up to where it was, but within a portfolio of products.
You say we. Where did you guys start working together?
We actually worked together at iTech. I got an opportunity to take up an office in Cape Town. Mark ran a rival office in Cape Town. We batted heads a number of times on, you know, similar customers, and then actually said, well, we're far better on the same side of the fence, and we've worked together for 3 years now, very, very well. We've got different sort of skill sets, but Mark has been in the industry a lot longer than I have. He's built rental books. He's looked after customers, you know, from a solutions point of view. So, you know, integrating solutions across a business. In the old days it was, here's my copier, cheerio. Now, I mean, you know, Sharp brings in screens. There's obviously the consumer electronics side, which we've fallen away a little bit over the years, not ourselves, but before we arrived at SEARTEC, which is there to be harvested and built on. And then, you know, we've integrated with businesses that were in and around the HCI group, you know, security-based businesses where you can have an integrated product solution.
Nice story, it really is. Are you thinking of coming back to the JSE, listing separately?
Well, down the line, I think that if the opportunity exists, you know, it's definitely something that we'd be looking to. I mean, we wouldn't be looking to grow our business just to be a well-positioned business. So I'm sure that there's an end game in play. But I think first...
Is that the end game?
Well, it has to be. It has to be. I mean, to be of a position where as a market leader and innovator, you're renowned as such and known as such. I think what we have within SEARTEC, obviously with Sodell and HCI's backing, is a platform where we can leverage all of the assets and the skills that exist within our infrastructure and look to taking to market a product that makes sense, not on just one aspect of a solution.
How did you get, I understand the story that
Yeah.
the two of you were in business, you were in competition, you saw that Sharp was a great brand, that it wasn't performing, but that's one thing. How did you, in fact, go to the next level? Did Marcel Golding pick up the phone? Johnny Copeland, was it at that level? Or?
No. It was at a similar level, but within Surdell. So the CFO and CEO of Surdell were talking
But
to us
Surdel's now
directly.
owned by trade unionists.
Surdell,
Doesn't that make it a little difficult for you to perhaps incentivize yourselves and your staff?
No, I'm highly unemotional about who owns who, just so long as it makes sense and it adds value.
And from your side, Bob, we still see you pretty involved in the broadcasting area. Is that all part-time?
Yeah, it's all part-time. I mean, I've got a fantastic role with SuperSport. I've limited the number of engagements per month. Like you said, I've got a growing family, and Saturdays with kids are, from the first kid arriving, are starting to slip away. So I've decided I only work 2 weekends a month. I do a show on alternate weeks, Boots and All on SuperSport. But the rest of the time, so those are all after work hours anyway, and I've always kept myself relatively busy. And this for me is a great opportunity. I spent a lot of time at ad agencies and in a marketing role in the businesses I was involved with, and this one has been, I think Mark sums it up best. It's like a playground where we can sort of relaunch a technology company into a fun space, but with adult supervision. We're not entrepreneurs burning our cash and not understanding where it's going. We've got guys who run very solid businesses, into the billions of rands, and their checks and balances are outstanding. We've had that great sort of hand on the shoulder and the guidance. We've brought a bit of energy and enthusiasm. The brand is unquestionably one of the leaders in innovation in the world. We've had great trips to Dubai, where we get our product from, and Japan. And the history of Sharp is just absolutely fascinating. So that gives us a great Trojan horse, if you will. We can go back into that market, fill up the demand for what is a great product, and then look around and grow it. So my role is to sort of look and learn from Mark on the finance and rental and sort of I suppose general management principle, and then create the excitement and fulfill it.
Bob, good to see you again. Mark, very nice meeting you. Well done,
you.
guys. We look forward to maybe having you in the same studio in a few years' time when they list SEARTEC on the market, and certainly with Johnny Copeland and Marcel Golding and what they've done with that whole HCI group, you wouldn't be surprised to see that happening. It was SEARTEC's CEO, Mark McChlery, and the Chief Marketing Officer, Bob Skinstad.